Okay, in this video we're going to do an unboxing of the Roku 2 device. Now there have been different iterations of Roku before, but they've all had the same powered hardware. It's just that it started to look different. It was packaged in different shells. This is the Roku 2. Not only does it look different, it's smaller than the previous Roku, but it also is a little bit more powerful and you can actually play games on it. Now this is the Roku 2 XS, the high-end version, which is only $100. So you can actually get this device for less than $100. There are three versions, but we'll get into that in a minute. Right now we're going to do the unboxing here, and I got my trusty cutter here. And I bought this straight from Roku. I just went on their website and ordered it, and here it is. So it's probably going to be a box within a box. And I actually got a 2 GB micro SD card from the Roku site, and I think it only cost me about $4, something like that. So this device, you can actually use a micro SD card on it, and so if you want to load media on here and then play it on the device, you can do that. And you can also use the USB port on the device to put media on it as well. There's no storage on the device, but you can play content through a micro SD card or a flash drive, USB flash drive, or USB hard drive too, external hard drive. But like I said, box within a box, pretty simple here. Now this device is really small. Now before I open it, I'm just going to give you a quick tour around the box here. Basically, it shows you some channels that you can use on here. You can now play Angry Birds on this device, and it comes with a remote that sort of acts like a Wiimote. It's motion controlled, so you can play Angry Birds with a motion controlled remote. It actually does 1080p HD, wireless and wired, so you can actually plug it in with an Ethernet jack, or you can use it with your wireless network at your house. Virtually any TV, remote with control for games. Let's see, on the top here, just some branding. There's a QR code there. On the back, let's see, more entertaining than ever before. Meet Roku, the original best-selling streaming player, now smaller and faster than ever. Roku 2 makes it a snap to enjoy the best movies and TV shows, live sports, music, games, and more, all instantly on your TV whenever you want it. So it's really easy. You just have the device, you plug it into your TV and into the wall outlet, and you're ready to go. So without any further ado, let's open this up. And there we go. First thing you see is some documentation. Hi, let's get started guide here. And here you go. This is the Roku box itself. Extremely tiny here. And then here's the remote. I'm going to do another video where I'm actually going to do the Roku 1 versus the Roku 2, so you'll be able to see the size difference between the two devices and a performance difference. I'm going to put both devices through their paces, and we're going to see if there's any difference in performance. Obviously this has games, the previous one does not. But here's the remote here, and you get a lanyard with it because it does have Wiimote functionality. I assume there's an accelerometer in here because I don't think it actually, because there's no actual bar like a Wii comes with to actually detect the motion. But they give you a lanyard anyway. That way you don't throw the Wiimote, or the remote in this case, out of your hands. So it's a nice purple lanyard here, and it's adjustable here. Let's see. Yeah, you can adjust it to fit around your wrist. So let's open this up real quick while we're at it here. And it comes in plastic here, so let's get that off of here. A little bit more high-end looking than the previous remote, although I like Roku. I think they make great products, so I'm not complaining about the previous device either. But you have your directional buttons here and your regular buttons that you have for the Roku device itself. And you can actually, I think, hold it this way, and then you have a directional and your A/B buttons here. Those are meant for gaming. And of course the lanyard fits in the bottom here, and in the back you have your battery. Oh, okay, it goes this way. Battery, you push this button down and you put your batteries in there. Nice little remote. Let's put that to the side. Here is the device itself. It's extremely light and very small. Let's put it to the side right now and see what else is in the box here. And let's see, at the bottom you have Roku player important product information down here. Let's put that to the side with the box, and let's see what else we get in here. Kind of tight in there. There we go. Alright, you get 2 AA batteries, that's for the remote. You get an RCA cable here. So if you want your standard definition, you use this. It has the 3 RCA jacks on one end and then 1 jack on the other end. I assume it's to save space because this device is very small here. Let's put that to the side and open up this side here. And here is the AC adapter here. So that plugs in. So let's put all this to the side and take a look at this tiny new Roku 2. Now, in my next video, like I said, I'm going to show you the size comparison between the Roku 2 XS and the previous version that I had, which was the Roku XDS, which was the high-end version there too. One thing that it does still have is this little Roku tag on it. It's a fabric tag, and that's something that's unique to Roku devices here. That's pretty cool. The remote doesn't have it anymore, but the device does. Let's pull this plastic off. And it's sort of a shiny plastic here. And let's get the other plastic off of here. Split into sections here. There's a little bottom plastic piece here and a top plastic piece. I'm a big fan of Roku. I think they make the best streaming device on the market, and this is tiny, very small. Obviously you have the XS branding here. Again, that's the high-end version of this device. It says Roku 2 on the front. It has a little light there. Again, like I said, it has the tag here. It's got these rounded edges. It's all glossy plastic. It has a USB port here on the right-hand side of the device. Let's bring that a little closer so you can see it. And on the rear of the device, you have an HDMI port. You have your micro SD card slot there. You have your AV out there. You have an Ethernet port. You have your DC in, which is for your adapter, and then you have your reset button in there. So all very compact and very cool. On the bottom you have a little rubberized foot that spans the entire device itself down here. So very cool, very small, and that is the Roku XS. Now you can get the base model of the Roku 2, which is the Roku HD, for just $59.99, which is a great deal. It's a great device. If you want the mid-range, the Roku 2 XD, you can get that for $79.99, and you can actually get free shipping from Roku.com for that device. Or you could get this device, which is the Roku 2 XS, for $99.99, and you get free shipping with this device as well. Now, all 3 Roku models, pretty much you get the same content with them all. You get all the same channels. They all work with televisions, pretty much any TV. They all have built-in Wi-Fi, and they all play 720p video. Now, if you want to step up from there, which is the HD, which is the lowest end version, again is $59.99, you can go to the XD or the XS, which is here, and both of those devices, the 2 higher end devices, will play 1080p video. Now, if you want the enhanced remote with motion controls for games, the free full edition of Angry Birds game, the Ethernet port, and the USB port, you need to get the XS device. But if you don't think that you're going to need to play or want to play any of the games on there, you don't want the remote, the enhanced remote with a motion control, or the Ethernet port, or the USB port, you can go with one of the lower models. I went with the higher end model because I really don't want to be restricted. I want to be able to try the device and use it to its fullest abilities, and really at $100, you can't beat it. But if you just want to experience a Roku, there are lower end options. So that pretty much does it for this video. So in my next video, I'm going to compare this device to my Roku XDS, which was the high-end device before Roku 2 came out, and give you my impressions and let you know if I see any differences in the speed, and pretty much just compare the two size-wise and everything like that. So that pretty much does it for this video. I'm going to see you guys next time.